Well, hello, welcome to Manchester. It is filling up here. It is weigh-in day ahead of a huge night of championship boxing tomorrow at the Co-op Live on TNT Sports in the UK and Ireland and around the world on DAZN. It's special. It is Derek Chisora's final fight in the UK. He takes on Otto Wallin, and here to talk through the weigh-in process here today, you've got not just one, but you've got two delicious men on your screen. I'm delighted to have Delicious Ori with me. How are you, sir?
I'm very well. You said I'm going to try my best to guide us through today, but no promises though.
Look, I think you're going to be great. You've come here looking the part. Let's address why you're here. You are a new Queensbury heavyweight. You're looking to unleash on this brilliant heavyweight division.
I am, and you know what? It's good for me to be here to see what it's like. I haven't really done a weigh-in where I can be behind the scenes and see what what it's about. Amateur boxing is different, So it's good for me to start to see what's happening, and when it's my turn, it gets a little bit easier then.
Oh mate, listen, we can't wait for your turn. I can speak to you about all your plans for length, but let's talk about that man. Let's talk about Derek War Chisora. Listen, when I just say that name, what starts going through your head?
He's an interesting character, isn't he? Very interesting. You know what, we've had a few chats, and he's given me some real good advice. From time to time, I'll bump into him randomly in places, and I think he will talk to me about my career in the future, just making sure that I'm okay, looking after my family, myself, and his heart is in the right place. He's a very volatile man, but his heart is in the right place.
There's so many fighters, so many people who work within boxing who have these kinds of Derek Chisora stories where, to the public he's perceived as this wild, crazy guy. I think he's mellowed somewhat in his later years, and he is the fighter who's now going around putting the arm around the shoulder. I heard Fraser Clark talking about how when he suffered his loss, he kept getting missed calls from Derek Chisora. He's that kind of guy, Delicious.
Yeah, he is. Is he going to come down here afterwards?
I think so.
To be fair, I've got a bone to pick with him. I spoke to him about before. He has this thing called Delicious TV.
He does.
Am I right? I am right, because a few people said it to me. And come on, where did that come from?
He loves it. It's like he's doing it every press conference as well. Otto Wallin will say something, and Chisora will sit there and go, delicious. It's like his favourite word. So
weird.
It's great for you though. He's just going to keep plugging you.
We'll have a chat about that later on.
So hopefully we will get a chat with Derek Chisora after he weighs in. But it's not an easy task. So this last dance in the UK, he's got Otto Wallin. He's younger, he's bigger, he's fresher. Chisora has said that he hates southpaws. He ticks all these boxes of someone you kind of wouldn't really want to fight.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you've seen when Chisora boxed Usyk, again, an elusive southpaw, Tyson Fury, elusive. So it'll be interesting. We were talking before, though, has he got a dog in him? We'll have to wait and see. Yeah. We all know that Chisora's got a dog in him. So that plays a big factor. How bad do you want it? And Chisora just looks chilled. At the same time, you can see it in his eyes.
Yeah. He can just flick it like that. At the workout, he actually said to me, I'm kind of chilled at the moment. I haven't put my mask on yet. He said the mask will go on tomorrow, which was meant to be yesterday at the press conference, but that actually turned out to be quite a fun presser. He hadn't put it on yet. Maybe today.
Do you know what I'm noticing about the pros? You've got to be brutal, there's something there, you've got to be a savage. It's a bit different to the amateurs in the sense that it's point scoring, it's technical. Pros, you've got to have a bit of that Chisora in you, a bit of that Derek Chisora in you, where you've got to be a little bit brutal. And we'll see that tomorrow, I'm sure we will.
Yeah, I think so. I think we might even get a glimpse of it today. Although it is filling up here at the National Football Museum, I think there's going to be a tremendous ovation for Derek Chisora. The fans are turning out for him. And listen, he's been a British boxing treasure for so many years now. 2007 he made his debut. Like, how old were you at that point?
Oh man, I was 2007 he made his debut?
Yeah.
Wow. I was 10.
Yeah, and I don't even want to say, but you were 10 years old, and look, he spanned all these eras. He's fought like Klitschko, Heaney, and Fury 3 times, Usyk. He's fought everyone, Delicious.
He really has. He's been there, done that. And you know what? I've been seeing some of this media stuff. He looks chilled.
Yeah.
Like, he looks like someone who's been there so many times, a true veteran. So, and I'm sure that'll play a part tomorrow. We'll see that.
Yeah.
And I think a relaxed, happy fighter, as you know, is a dangerous one.
Fight number 49 in his career, and listen, he says he wants to get to 50 fights. This is the last one in the UK. He's even talked about, Delicious, how before the first bell, he might be crying. There might be a tear in his eye. That final ring walk in the UK, how important is it he doesn't get lost in that moment?
Well, you know, I can't really speak for him because 49, that's something to really strive for. 49 fights, wow. I mean, I'm sure, again, because he's so experienced, I'm sure he'll relish the moment. He knows how to bring a good crowd together. So, yeah, it's going to be exciting. We'll see how it goes.
What's your favourite Derek Chisora moment from all these 18 years of him, when you started watching him when you were 10 years old? Or what's your favourite memory?
Man, I think I've got, you know what, there's a few popping in mind, but one that really, I've watched a few times actually, is how he is with other, you know, his opponents. For example, flipping that table.
Yeah.
That's, he tries to get you, doesn't he, psychologically. And I'm sure he has done it successfully with some of the certain opponents. So boxing, especially pro boxing, is very psychological. And he does that bit well.
There is a feeling that he may actually have done it well for this fight, for Otto Wallin. At the press conference yesterday, Otto Wallin didn't say an awful lot. We did a face-off, like a gloves are off type thing. Queensbury call it locked in. And Derek really dominated all of those exchanges. I don't know if you've seen it, but he was just inquiring about everything in Otto's life. Can we be friends after? He offered the handshake, and then when Otto went to shake it, he took his hand away and put his middle finger up.
That's the thing. This is what I was talking about, him being the veteran, more experienced guy. I think he's just, honestly, he's just chilled. He's so relaxed because he's been there so many times, and that is what's going to make him dangerous tomorrow. So I know I've heard a few people say he's past his sell-by date, he's getting old now, and he just wants his last, you know, little fight. But no, like, he's relaxed, he's chilled, he's dangerous.
Yeah. Listen, and we found that out in the last fight. His last fight was against Joe Joyce, a real humdinger at the O2. I feel like you were there for that, or you must.
Oh, well, yeah, I was definitely watching.
That he said, Derek Chisora said that he died in that fight. It was such a hellacious fight where Joe Joyce is non-stop pressure, and actually Derek Chisora had to be the one on the back foot, but he managed to knock down Joe Joyce and win that. Big win for him.
I was saying, he's got that dog in him. And yeah, so, you know, if he was able to do that against Joe Joyce, then, you know, people have got the expectations to see what we can see tomorrow. Yeah,
100%. And all this talk about, you know, he doesn't like fighting southpaws. The last southpaw that he actually boxed was Alexander Usyk. Okay. It was a few years ago, but Alexander Usyk is on record saying that he gave him a very, very hard fight that night, put him under so much pressure. Alexander Usyk was still making his way as a heavyweight, moving up from cruiserweight. But if you've got Derek Chisora sitting on your chest, it's not an easy night.
Look, obviously Usyk, he's on a different level. You know, he's a 1 in a million, complete anomaly. But at the same time, Chisora didn't come to mess around, and it goes to show his mindset. Somebody who does not care what or who is in front of him. He just goes. But that's what we all love to see as fans. You know, even myself as a heavyweight who's going to be involved in his fights, we'll love to see that. Someone who can look at an opponent and say, I don't care how many medals you've won as an amateur, what you've achieved as a cruiserweight, I'm still coming for you, you know, and that's what brings an entertainment fight.
Absolutely that. Well, we are now ready to start our weigh-in process. Tune in very soon. We'll see Derek Chisora. Before that, let's head over to Thomas Triver.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official weigh-in for The Last Dance, a great night of championship boxing to be held tomorrow at Co-op Live in Manchester, England. It is all being brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensbury Promotions, along with their great sponsors. Riyadh Season, 32 Red, That Prize Guy, and Unibet. A big thanks to those great sponsors. This event will be shown live in the UK on TNT Sports and in other parts of the world on DAZN beginning at 6:30 p.m. UK time. If you can join us at Co-op Live, tickets can be purchased through Ticketmaster by going to ticketmaster.co.uk. Let's now get the weigh-in process started. Our first two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round super featherweight contest. First, we welcome to the scale from Brighton, England. He has 18 professional bouts to his credit. Let's welcome Mark Butler.
Well, here comes Mark Butler, 31 years old, from Brighton. He'll be the opponent tomorrow night of Jermaine Dhliwayo. That is the nephew of Derek Chisora, who's on this card. And Mark Butler will be taking him on.
130.1 for Mark the Bullhammer Butler. Now we welcome to the scale from London, England, undefeated with 4 wins, 1 win coming by way of knockout. Here is Jermaine, God's Plan, Dhliwayo.
Well, it will be fight number 5 for Jermaine Dhliwayo. He is the nephew of Derek Chisora. Made his professional debut on the undercard of Derek Chisora's fight with Joe Joyce. And now fight number 5 for the 23-year-old, who again is on his uncle's undercard on an important night.
129.1 for Jermaine, God's Plan, Dhliwayo.
Oh, that's great to be able to be boxing on your uncle's. Not many people can say that, you know.
100%, yeah. And through those connections, like he recently boxed on the undercard of Dillian Whyte out in Gibraltar as well.
Oh, wow.
There was recently a phone call between Dillian Whyte and Derek Chisora.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round super featherweight contest.
He's got big plans for Jermaine Dhliwayo. There was a picture going around from when Derek Chisora boxed at Upton Park against Danny Williams, and he's in the ring with his young nephew, who he must have been about 10 years old, even younger than that. And now look at him boxing on the undercard.
It's inspiring. This is what boxing does. It inspires people, especially if it's part of your family. You know, if Derek Chisora can do it, why can't he?
Absolutely.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round middleweight contest. Let's first welcome to the scale, coming to us from Narva, Estonia. He has 16 professional bouts to his credit. Let's welcome Artjom Spatar.
Well, it will be fight number 17 for Artjom Spatar. 21 years old from Estonia. Took Josh Frankham the distance back in August. He'll be taking on Joe Cooper tomorrow evening.
158.2 for Artjom Spatar. And now let's welcome to the scale from Essex, England, undefeated with 2 victories. Here is Joe, the Showstopper Cooper.
Well, Joe Cooper, fight number 3, he is the cousin of Billy Joe Saunders, so he's got that fighting blood running through his veins.
Oh, so there's a lot of family, relatives here in his car. Good to see.
Good to see.
159.2 for Joe, the Showstopper Cooper.
Joe Cooper, just 18 years old, takes on Artjom Spatar. Performed very well last time out against Lucas Barabas on the Nick Ball homecoming undercard. These aren't easy fights to be taking as he makes his start as a professional. But he's made a very good start so far.
Well, it goes to show he wants to make a statement.
Well, he said that he boxed a little bit as an amateur, of course, but he said he found the amateurs a bit boring, and he just wanted to become a pro as soon as possible.
Ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round middleweight contest.
That's the thing, you know, sometimes certain styles suit the pros.
Absolutely. Trained by Joe Gallagher out of the Champs Camp gym in Manchester. And that's a pretty steely face-off.
Yeah, it's intense. He's not backing down one bit.
I'll tell you what, he's got those piercing kind of blue eyes as Joe Cooper. I wouldn't want him staring through me.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round heavyweight contest. First, let's welcome to the scale from Portsmouth, England. He has 5 professional bouts to his credit. Here is Christian, the Cracker Uwaka.
Well, fight number 6 for Christian Uwaka. 39 years old. He will be the opponent tomorrow night for Lewis Williams. Let's see. I mean, he looks in shape on the scale, certainly.
He looks in incredible shape. Looks quite a little bit too lean for a heavy.
219.5 for Christian, the Cracker Uwaka.
That's the thing about the heavyweights. It's like, you know, there's a huge variation in weights.
Now we will welcome to the scale from Leamington Spa, England. Undefeated with 1 victory. That win comes by way of knockout. Let's welcome Lewis Williams.
Fight number 2 for the Commonwealth Games gold medalist Lewis Williams.
It's great to see Lewis.
230.1 for Lewis Williams.
It's great to see Lewis Williams on the scale. A mate I've shared you know, a good few years up in GB
again,
with.
Ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round heavyweight contest.
It's also good to see him stepping up to heavyweight, because me and him are about the same height, and I've always wondered how he was able to keep at that cruiserweight you know, weight. So it's good to see him go up.
He's a pretty well-sized heavyweight. Came in at around 230 pounds there. Outweighs his opponent by around 10 pounds. I think he's going to build up more and more, put on more mass. But good to see.
Yeah, I can imagine that naturally gradual process is the best way.
How much do you rate him? You spent a lot of time around him, obviously around the Commonwealth Games.
In terms of weight?
How do you rate him? How much do you rate him?
Yeah. Oh, very, very highly. In terms of sparring, he's helped me so much step up my level as we compete. We both compete in the games together, so yeah, we really worked hard with each other.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round super welterweight contest. Let's first welcome to the scale from Leeds, Yorkshire, England. He has 30 professional bouts to his credit. Let's welcome Joe Hardy.
Here is the 29-year-old from Leeds. Fight number 31 for Joe Hardy. He'll be in action against Walter Fury, continuing the kind of family theme that we've got Billy Joe Saunders' cousin, we've got Derek Chisora's nephew, and we've got the cousin of Tyson Fury here in Walter Fury.
I'd love to see it. They should call it like a family dance or something.
161.1 for Joe Hardy. Now we welcome to the scale from Morecambe, England, undefeated with 2 victories. Here is Walter Laszlo Fury.
Well, it'll be fight number 3 for Walter Fury. They're making some noise for him in here. Of course, he is the cousin of Tyson Fury, the son of the late Hughie Fury, who was Tyson's uncle. And he's making his way now as a young professional coming through the ranks.
159.5 for Walter Laszlo Fury.
In the couple of fights he's had so far, he's looked pretty cool, pretty accomplished. He looks like he's been boxing for years. I guess when you're born with it, you've just kind of got it, right?
Yeah, it's, you know, something that I can imagine it being in the DNA. It's always good to have.
Well, Walter Fury says that he believes his father is with him every day. He's trained by Bob Howard up in Morecambe. And of course the cousin of Tyson Fury, been ongoing on all those long runs with Tyson as Tyson had been preparing for his fights. Walter Fury would be there, not far away from him. Tyson Fury was ringside last time, as he performed very well in Liverpool last time out.
Do you reckon it'll be ringside this time?
I hope so.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round super welterweight contest.
Fury's mates with Chisora, isn't he?
Well, that's it. I guess we're going to find out. I think a lot of people are interested as to who will be there. Of course, Tyson hasn't missed a fight yet of Walter Fury, but this is very much about Walter, who is nodding at his opponent and having a little word with him as well.
Not messing around.
They do shake hands at the end, but Walter Fury just letting him know what is going to happen tomorrow night. I like that. I like a little bit of chat up there.
Bit of spite going on there.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest. It will be for the Commonwealth and vacant British Featherweight Championships. Let's first welcome to the scale the challenger from right here, Manchester, England. His professional record, 15 wins, just 1 defeat, 3 wins. Coming by way of knockout, here is Zack Miller.
Well, my goodness, they are making noise here for Zack Miller. He's a Manchester native, a huge fight for him tomorrow night. Let's have a look if he's made weight.
125.1 for Zack Miller.
Zack Miller makes weight. The British title on the line. Huge fight in Manchester.
I've got to say that is some shame.
To the scale, the defending champion from Islington, London, England. He is undefeated with 11 wins. 7 of his 11 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the reigning and defending Commonwealth Featherweight Champion, Supermass Masood Abdullah.
Well, this has been the theme of the week for Masood Abdullah. Everywhere he has gone, every event, he has been booed by the fans of Zack Miller.
125.2. For the defending champion, Supermass Masood Abdullah.
Both men in incredible shape, I have to say. You can count every individual out.
Absolutely brilliant fight, this, competitive. Zack Miller says it's the toughest fight of his career. Masood Abdullah says the same.
These two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest. It will be for the Commonwealth and vacant British Featherweight Championships.
Well, both Masood Abdullah and Zack Miller have been desperate to become British champion. Zack Miller had a chance before. It didn't go his way that time, but this time he believes he can get it done. But in front of him, he has Masood Abdullah, who has dreamt about getting this British title for so long. It's Abdullah, it's Miller, and it's tomorrow night on the last dance. Fantastic featherweight fight. So much noise here for Zack Miller. I think we're going to hear the same when Jack Rafferty gets on the scales, and the same with Derek Chisora as well. It is filling up here at the National Football Museum in Manchester.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest. It will be for the British Commonwealth and WBC International Silver Super Lightweight Championships. Let's first welcome to the scale the challenger from Morecambe, England. His professional record, 17 wins, just 1 defeat, 2 wins. Coming by way of knockout, here is Reece Raging Bull McMillan.
Well, plenty of support here for the Raging Bull as well. The man from Morecambe, Reece McMillan, coming off the best win of his career and this is a terrific fight with Jack Rafferty tomorrow night. This is a fantastic show, Delicious.
Oh yeah? I'm looking forward to it. I'm not too sure. I don't think I watched their last bout, or his bout last time, so it'll be good to watch him tomorrow.
It was a bit of an upset win last time out for Reece McMillan. Took on Kane Gardner. Wasn't expected to win that fight.
All right, okay.
Went in there, got the job done, and now gets his shot at the British crown.
139.1 for the challenger, Reece Raging Bull McMillan.
McMillan makes way.
Now we welcome to the scale the defending champion, undefeated with 24 wins, 15 of those 24 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the reigning and defending British Commonwealth and WBC International Silver Super Lightweight Champion from right here, Manchester, England, Jack Demolition Man Rafferty.
So much noise for Jack Rafferty, the hometown hero. Let's see if he's made weight.
139.6 for the defending champion, Jack Demolition Man Rafferty.
Both fighters make way, and Delicious, we have here the Demolition Man against the Raging Bull. It don't get better than that, does it?
I have to say, like, there's a lot of support here. We've both brought a lot of support today. It's going to be quite exciting tomorrow to see them go at it.
Tremendous nicknames as well, and we've got two fighters coming off the best wins of their career. Jack Rafferty went in against the unbeaten Henry Turner. He was behind on points, but just kept walking him down and eventually got Henry Turner out of there to become the British champion. You can see the British title there in your view as well. That's a special belt, Delicious.
Very, very nice. Just looking at it, it's dazzling at me.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest. It will be for the British Commonwealth and WBC International Silver Super Lightweight Championship.
Well, I tell you what, in Manchester, they know a thing or two about people that weigh 10 stone and fight very, very well. Jack Rafferty could be the next in line. Unbeaten so far in 25 fights, but he's got Reece McMillan looking to take all of those belts from him. So much noise in here, Delicious.
Yeah, and he's coming with confidence, you know, like you were saying, you know, his big upset win the other time. He's coming in with confidence. I reckon he can do the job.
Our next two fighters to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round light heavyweight contest. We will first welcome to the scale, coming to us from France. He brings a record of 21 wins, just one defeat, 2 draws, 18 of his 21 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Michael Dello.
Well, Michael Dello is the man that received a late phone call. Zack Parker, of course, was supposed to be taking on Willie Hutchinson in a brilliant crossroads fight on this show. Willie Hutchinson had to withdraw. In comes this man, 18 knockout wins from his 21 wins. A dangerous potential banana skin for Zack Parker on Saturday night.
174.1 for Michael Dello.
Comes in under the light heavyweight limit.
And now we welcome to the scale from Swadlin Coat, Derbyshire, England. His professional record, 25 wins, just one defeat. 18 of those 25 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the former British and former WBO International Super Middleweight Champion, Zack Parker.
Well, here is Zack Parker. Let's have a look.
173.5 for Zack Parker.
Zack Parker had to keep his head in the game. There was a point in this week that he didn't know whether or not he would be fighting on Saturday. kept disciplined, and here he is.
Man, that must be difficult, especially with having to make weight and all that. It's you know, it's important for fighters to stay in the zone, even if they think that they may not even be boxing.
These two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round light heavyweight contest.
Well, Zack Parker said that he did stay in the zone, never lost focus, and he's going to need to be focused because this man could be a banana skin here. He's knocked out 18 in his 21 wins. He's coming at late notice. Neither know much about the other, but they do end with a handshake and a little applause to the crowd.
Our next two fighters to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round contest. It will be for the vacant WBA Continental Middleweight Championship. Let's first welcome to the scale, coming to us from Nevers, France. He brings a professional record of 17 wins, 5 defeats, 6 wins, coming by way of knockout. Here is the French champion, Sophian.
Well, here is the 32-year-old French middleweight champion. He'll be taking on Nathan the Hitman Heaney tomorrow night on the glorious new Co-op Live. Nathan Heaney looking to get back in the winning column. Sophian comes here with his own plans.
159.1 for Sophian Kati. Now we welcome to the scale from Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire, England. His professional record, 18 wins, just 1 defeat, 1 draw, 6 wins, coming by way of knockout. He is the former British champion, Nathan the Hitman Heaney.
Plenty of noise in here for the Hitman, one of the best supported fighters in the country, former British champion, looking to get back in the win column.
159.1 for Nathan the Hitman Heaney.
And I don't know how much you've been around Nathan Heaney or if you've met him, but such a top guy.
No, I mean, just from looking at him, he seems very, very respectful. Very professional. It's good to see. And of course, in absolute great shape.
Ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a 10-round contest. It will be for the vacant WBA Continental Middleweight Championship.
Well, I don't think Sophian Kati appreciated the way Nathan Heaney flexed his arms, stood out in front of him. There is an intensity about this face-off here. Sophian Kati has raised the fist up to the side. I'm not sure he should take it much closer because that will probably be a bit of a flaring point as he beats his chest and maintains eye contact with the Hitman. Brilliant middleweight fight, the vacant WBA Continental Championship on the line tomorrow. But they do have a handshake. That's the respect that you were talking about, Delicious.
Yeah, I could just see it, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, our main event tomorrow night, it is scheduled for 12 rounds. And it is a eliminator for the IBF Heavyweight World Championship. Let's now welcome the participants. First to the scale, a native of Sundsvall, Sweden, now fighting out of New York, USA. He brings a professional record of 27 wins, 2 defeats, 15 of those 27 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the former EBU European champion and former WBA Continental champion. Here is Otto Wallin.
Well, I'll tell you what, Otto Wallin did say yesterday at the press conference he brought fans with him. They are making noise for the big Swede.
239.1 for Otto Wallin.
That's slightly more than what he was against Anthony Joshua, but that's kind of what he looks like. That is the classic 6'5" Otto Wallin.
Yeah, Dev, you were saying about the turnout.
Now,
really
ladies
impressed.
and gentlemen, let's welcome to the scale. He hails from Finchley, London, England. His professional record, 35 wins, 13 defeats, 23 of those 35 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the former two-time world title challenger, Derek War Chisora.
Well, here he is. Fight number 49 in the long storied career of Derek War Chisora.
I've been summoned. Let me go.
Well, he's bringing up Delicious TV. Derek Chisora meets Delicious Ori. What a lovely moment here. There you go. So did you speak to him about the whole Delicious TV thing?
You know what? He had a really nice, friendly sort of twinkle in his eye.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to bring it up just yet.
Yeah, just save it for when we hopefully have a chat afterwards. But a momentous occasion here. It's a bit of an outfit as well. He's got the cowboy hat again, just like he did yesterday, coupled up with the Union Jack bandana. He's here for a show.
He's always here for a show, isn't he? He's entertaining to watch. I'm trying to figure out the theme here.
There's a kind of country-ish.
Do you know anything about that? Has he mentioned it? Has he talked about it?
He's big on country music.
Oh, I see. Okay.
He's had a few bits. I think there was Willie Nelson playing yesterday. There's Thomas Triber looks perfectly at home in that cowboy hat. I tell you, if I'm Thomas, I don't take that off. I think that's done something. Lovely moment here. The final UK fight for Derek Chisora, the final UK weigh-in for Derek Chisora. It all began 18 years ago, back in 2007, and now just hours to go until this huge clash with Otto Wallin. And even Otto Wallin is cracking a smile here. You can't help but enjoy being around Derek Chisora.
Yeah, you know, he, like I was saying before, he's definitely...
All right, to the scale now, Derek War Chisora. 259.7 for the former world title challenger, Derek War Chisora.
Well, 259.7, around 3 pounds heavier than he was against Joe Joyce last time out. But he looks in shape, no surprises there. He looks ready for war.
He's always ready for war.
IBF Eliminator as well, it was announced this week, confirmed that the winner of this fight moves closer, edges closer to a world title shot. Brilliant heavyweight main event tomorrow night from the brilliant new Co-op Live in Manchester. Derek War Chisora, fight number 4 for him in Manchester. So many classics over the years. Let's have a look at this face.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this our main event tomorrow night. 12 rounds scheduled, and it is a eliminator for the IBF Heavyweight World Championship.
Well, he does put the head on him a little bit there. It's been pretty nice in the build-up yesterday, but Derek Chisora has just flicked a bit of a switch here, I think.
Yeah, you can see it in his eyes. He's done a little bit there. Twin it on his opponent. That's what we like to see.
I'll tell you what though, Otto Wallin, they're kind of trying to edge in front of the other here. And Otto Wallin has just been grabbed in a bit of a headlock here. Kind of jovial, but it's one of those that could suddenly turn, you know?
Yeah, you don't really know which way he's going to go. I'm glad he's looked like it, and it's quite civil.
Somewhat civil. Still, if Derek Chisora's got me in a headlock, I wouldn't know what to do.
That's civil for Chisora.
Yeah, that's civil for Derek Chisora. Well, hopefully we can grab a chat with Derek Chisora. And he's bringing in Otto Wallin for some additional photos, just almost kind of shepherding Otto Wallin around the stage.
What's going on here, Dev?
I think they want some additional photos. Otto Wallin has now exited stage left. and it appears to have ended somewhat amicably. Well, there is Derek Chisora taking in every moment.
Do you want to have a chat? I want to have a chat with his interview.
I think Thomas Triber should maybe
You didn't buy tickets.
maybe just interview him.
You buy tickets. No, you didn't buy tickets. You buy tickets in the floor. Yes, you did. You buy tickets. You got the freeload. It's coming to your iPad. You need a mic. Oh, thank you. Hey, listen, Manchester, I fucking love you, man. Woo! Manchester! I have to say though, Manchester's got some ugly dudes though. No, I'm joking. I love you guys. Thank you very much for welcoming me in Manchester. I really appreciate it. This black brother's been here twice now. What's your name, fella? Ira. Did you ever got a ticket? No. Can we sort of, you want 2 tickets, yeah? Listen, can we sort 2 tickets for this guy? Huh? George? Where's George Warren? I see him, he's done a sneaky one. Come in. Yeah. See that black brother right there? Can you swear him 2 tickets? Yes, please. Now I choose a black brother, I'll choose a white brother. Who don't have tickets? Who don't have tickets? Huh? Raise your hand up. Lovely lady there. How many do you want? You want 2. Can that lovely lady and this black brother and a white lady get tickets, please? Want to choose a brown person now, because I don't want to be racist. Any brown people don't have tickets? Right there with a glass. What's your name, darling? Yes, you. Sabita, who are you going to bring with you? Who? Because you're a husband. Sabita, are you taking the snot down? Because you're going to go chat to them. We need to choose another color now. How many colors are there? We need to get another color in there because you don't really... Huh? Do we have any yellow? Actually, mixed race. Because Delicious TV is there. Delicious is there. So we don't know. Discriminate. You got tickets already. Thank you. Any mixed race people want tickets? Huh? We're done white, we're done black, we're done brown, so we need mixed race now. Huh? So she shows you mixed race got money now. They buy tickets. You know, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. You enjoy the fight. Hey. Now I don't want to hear no fucking boos tomorrow, okay? I want to see tears and enjoyment, okay? And God bless you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
So that is Derek Chisora ending a weigh-in in the only way that he can. I mean, I think a few of the fans here, there's so many have turned up, they have now 3 tickets, which is great. He didn't discriminate, every creed and colour. And let's bring the big man in for a chat. Mr. Derek. Oh, Chisora.
Can I get my glasses? Where are my glasses?
We just adjusted. Derek Chisora will be having a chat with us very shortly. Okay. Well, Derek, here's what I want to ask you. You do interviews as well, you're Delicious TV. What would you ask Derek Chisora before his last fight in the UK?
Remember we were talking about Delicious TV?
He goes, why have I got Delicious TV? He's delicious.
This is your last dance, so are you going to be passing it over to me now?
You know what? For my brother, I will pass it over to you.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. You heard it here
For
first.
the right money, I would.
Listen, you had fun up there. You gave away a few tickets. What does it feel like? Because it feels like you haven't switched yet into that violent war mode.
I have, but I switched it in a nice way. I just put him in a chat code.
Did he say anything to you up there? Because you having a bit of chat, you had a bit of...
Yeah, and then I put him in a chat code. his manager to get involved because you're very good at this. You're good at this. You're good at this. You're good at this. And I'm like, you know what? This is why I'm 49 fights and 30 losses. I'm still headlining.
Delicious was asking about the hat, the kind of attire, the country theme.
I was quite interested to see, you know, the theme that you went for today. What's the reason behind it?
Listen, I embrace the whole cultures, do you understand? So when I go to Saudi, I like to wear the tobe. When I'm in the United Kingdom and I want to go shooting, I wear all tweed, and I collect tweed as well. If I go to India, I wear like Indian clothes and stuff like that. And I'm going to Texas, so I'm just getting into the vibe. And one thing I realize about this is chicks dig it.
Okay.
You know, my wife is looking at me different right now. You know what I'm saying? She goes, I wish I bought this hat for you a long time ago. But Sophie from Fight Label bought this for me as a present. So I'm buzzing. I'll
tell you what, you put it on Thomas Tribe, but I thought it did wonders for him. If I'm him, I don't take that off.
Oh, mate, he did wonders for him. He's loving it, bro. I don't know what happened, but he's loving it.
Listen, are you going to win by knockout tomorrow? Are you going to give us all a big
Tomorrow's going to be a great show. That's all I'm saying. I hope we come out of the ring safe, me and my opponent, but it's going to be a great show. I'm gonna knock him out.
That's one thing about you, Derek. You always bring a great show. I genuinely mean that, like you do.
And then I want to say to you as well, my brother, because you're taking over this torch, yeah? The name of the game is bums on seats, yeah? It's not about how good you are in the gym. It's about how many tickets can you sell, yeah? That is the whole point, because I want to say, I'm saying this to you and I'm saying this to the young fighters out there. You have to understand, a promoter, his job is business. Yeah. So if you're going to put about $1.5 million into you for the first 4, 5, 8 fights you're having, he's going to expect to get his money back by him selling in the big arenas and making his money getting sponsors in the arena. But if you can't bring bums on seats, you're in the wrong business. Yeah? So your idea now is, how can I get all these plumbers, the taxi drivers, the fish and chip man to buy tickets to come and watch Delicious?
What are you saying? Should I be a bad guy or a good guy or what?
That you have to figure out yourself. Okay. Yeah? Because when you're a bad guy, you have to hold it forever. Me, I'm a bad guy.
I was going to ask.
I like violence.
I think Chisora, deep down, you're a good guy. I think you're a good guy inside.
You're 100%, yeah. But at the same time, I can just switch my mind. Like, I got people who work for me. They can do something good for me, and then suddenly I'll go nuts, and they'll be like, what the hell? And I'll just come back down, but really, even at home, bro. You know, my wife had to tell me, bro, when you're here, I want you to leave the violence outside the door.
Well, I'm glad I've only dealt with the calm, nice Chisora. So, put it there, brother.
Thank you, my brother.
So one final one, Derek. What's this week been like for you? Has it kind of sunk in yet?
Nah, no, I don't know. I'm just enjoying it. You know, my wife said something very important to me before I left the house. She goes, why are you bothered about you're going to be sad? Just enjoy it. Because you are doing something which your other fellas retired and they want to come back and do. Just enjoy it. So right now, I'm enjoying every moment of it. I'm loving it.
Go and enjoy yourself tomorrow. We can't wait. Thank you so much, Derek,
for everything.
Thank you, sir. Well, that is Derek Chisora, and it's just great, isn't he, Delicious? And I think you've got the torch now. You're going to be the future of Delicious.
He's passed it down, and we got it on record as well. That's what we like to see. The man himself said it.
What are you thinking of the kind of interactions that he had up there with Otto Wallin? He talked about he did sort of grab him, playful, but let me ask you this. If someone grabs you, like you're going to fight him tomorrow, someone grabs you, sort of headlock, playfully kind of thing, how are you taking that?
I like the way Wallin took it, respectful. You know, he didn't like it. I could see it in his face. He didn't like it, but you know, he didn't retaliate. I'm that kind of guy. I won't retaliate, but you know, I'll make sure I perform the day after. So, but we all know Chisora. He's just his character as well. Some people, it's just their character. It's just the way they are.
How are you seeing this fight going tomorrow?
Put it on me just like that.
Come on, take it.
I think Chisora wins by knockout later on. I think the fact that it's his last dance here in the UK, he want to put in a good show, and I'm sure he will put in a good show. How, we don't know, but I do see it not going all the way.
And just on yourself, how excited are you to be joining this incredible heavyweight division? And there's still some of the old guard there. Derek Chisora's coming towards the end. Tyson Fury's retired. We don't know how many more fights the likes of AJ, Dillian White, Joe Joyce have got. But you are joining at a time that they are still there. And then you've got Moses coming through, Daniel Dubois. It's great to be a heavyweight right now.
You know, I've said to myself, it's about time. You know, it's time for the torch to be passed down. Starting boxing at, 18 years old. It's been a few years now where I've always dreamt about it. I've looked up to the greats, and now it's like, right, it's my turn to perform and show the world what I'm all about. Otherwise, I'll be in the gym forever. It's time to actually show what I'm all about.
Has today made those knuckles itchier?
Do you know what? It has. And not just that, it's the whole aura was going on today, the whole vibe. I'm liking it. It's different to what I'm used to. So, everyone, I'm going to get used to it as well as everybody else.
Good stuff. Delicious. You've been brilliant today. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to quite simply the end of an era now, the final chapter in the career of Derek Chisora. It's his last fight in the UK tomorrow night. And hey, it might be quite an emotional night. Derek Chisora has said that before the first bell, he may even shed a tear. But one thing we do know is that when that first bell rings, he will bring nothing but war to Otto Wallin. Do not miss this. We'll see you tomorrow.